And between the last three servants I haven't covered for 8th anniversary, we have Kiyohime, Lancer, Abigail, and Anastasia. And between them, Kiyo is the one that's video is the oldest with before I got my new mic. So we're gonna do Kiyo. Now, I know that a lot of people are traumatized this servant. This servant has probably woken up on top of you, staring you in the face multiple times in the morning and you had to get saved by MASH. This servant is a danger. My light bulb just oh my god, I thought I was losing power, but that was just the light bulb flickering. Damn, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, yeah, this is a dangerous servant because her mindset, even as a Lancer, she has EX Madness Enhancement. That still puts her on the same level as Raiko. And notice that she's the same class as Raiko. Again, dangerous. All right, all seriousness though, I really do like the upstairs with this unit. And I'm not talking about her boobs. Base attack, it is okay. It's not amazing, but it's damn near close to 9k, so it's whatever. I think Lancer actually does have a 0.05, so it's not the higher multiplier, but it is still, she does more damage than Lancers do more damage than other classes, slightly more than most of the other classes. HP, it's okay. I think this is pretty good for a 4-star though. Yeah. Level 100, 14k. Yeah, it's okay. Not amazing, but it's okay. MP charge 1.05. Her gains are actually can be really stupid. When mighty chains come out, like this servant space card, like gameplay, like actually just pops off and gets so much better. If you notice the hit counts, she has a very similar refunds situation to Shisho, where right now, currently, without mighty chains on NA, but obviously the servant got buffed on JP, so not even this is out now. Before you would lead with the arts card and then do Buster, and then you'd actually get decent gain from the Buster cards, like more than putting the arts card last, unless you were gonna crit. Now with Mighty Chain, you can go BQA, and as long as you're critting on the arts card, no matter what, your Buster card is now genning MP. Extra attack is going to be very strong. Like just her face cards in general, just like function very, very well. Would I have liked more hits on the quick card? Yeah, but at the same time, like beggars can't be choosers. This is a year 1 servant with like a hit count pool like this. Like it's a lot better with Mighty Chain, but gains are iffy. They're very iffy on NA right now. So for her first buff, her first skill got buffed. She's a summer servant. They usually don't get buffs. So it goes from reducing enemy crit attack chance for 3 turns, 30% on a 5 turn, which I think was a fairly good skill. Didn't do a whole lot but this stopped you from getting crit, which is survivability on itself. And now, if you do any kind of burn stuff, like this enables it. Like you don't have to wait for the MP. You can just go like now. So Honey Lake, very good CE to have on Kiyo, just because she's able to apply this just like a curse unit is able to apply it for themselves. And she doesn't need the face card, so Honey Lake immediately activates. This is a burn that lasts 5 turns. She gets a 20 battery, which isn't the biggest thing, but it's cool that she has it. It is a 20 battery on a 5 turn, so you can, if you're using Vitch, you can double pop it. You just might not do it much. And when she attacks, she puts burn on. She puts spread of fire on people, so burn amp. You could probably rack this up like really quickly, especially as you solo. I'm not saying that's the best idea. I'm just saying, like, if she's able to actually like ramp this up, any kind of like heavy burn, because it's only 1,000, but still, like, if you're face guarding continuously, this is going to ramp up. The attack debuff lasts for 3 turns, but the spread of fire lasts for 5. So any kind of like, this is just sticking on the burn. As long as as long as the enemy is not able to cleanse, Kyo is just gonna do more damage as time goes on, and like just increase dot damage as well. If you have any burn command codes, you technically could put them on. They be doing a lot more damage than normal because of all the burn amps, but I don't think it's gonna matter that much, because the burns on command codes, unless they're like 1,000 or like 500 to 1,000, it's not gonna do that much. For any kind of burn amp, you always want the number to be like higher to start with. So like any amp, get like the number goes higher. Like that's just how math works. Second skill is a 3-turn buster buff of 30% on a 5-turn. This is a standard skill. It is basic right now. They could easily buff it and like put some kind of star or something, star bomb, stars return, anything on this. This is like, this is a skill that's very easy for them to buff, and they have been buffing lately. So she might get another buff in a year. Who knows? I mean, this skill didn't need to be buffed. It can already be stacked with Vitch. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not like it's a 1-turn buff. If it was a 1-turn, they would have had to. They probably would be looking at it. But as it is right now, doesn't need it. And third skill. This is why I say caster Ellie gets support from both Kiyos, because in order for caster Ellie to get her attack buff for battery, like on her buff first skill, the enemy needs debuffs. In farming, that doesn't fucking happen unless you have someone that can actually put a buff on the enemy. Hence Kiyo. She puts the defense down on enemies for 30% for 3 turns, and then she buffs their attack by 20% for 3 turns. Caster Ellie can yeet that off, and then she gets a battery from that. That is not optimal playing this game, because they don't synergize that well. Besides, I guess burn. But yeah, actually they both do burn. Well, your first thought most of the time isn't bring a caster and a lancer together, although one's AoE, one's single target, so there actually could be nodes where that would be something you do, like a archer assassin node that's like, I don't know, like 1-3-1-3. Yeah, no, I can actually see that. But yeah, this is, if you don't have a way to cleanse this off, this can get you killed very quickly, because you're giving a buff to the enemy. You need to be able to take it off. But defense down is solid. This is just quirky. Like I said, she has Madness Enhancement EX even when she's not a berserker. If that does not scream danger, run away, I don't know what does. I just don't. Magic Resist D, 12% debuff resistance. It's something. He has anti-berserker append. That is actually like really solid for her to have, because it's like, this is something that actually she can use. You would bring a lancer to fight a berserker sometimes. It might come up. He gets free damage for that. I mean, and it's funny because anti-berserker when she was a berserker herself, so she technically, know what, that actually makes so much goddamn sense. Because it's like Tomo, they can't trust each other. They can't trust themselves with their object of affection. They just can't. There can only be one. Kyo really would be on that shit. There can only be one. But if you upgrade extra attack, you're gonna be like, she has the base stats for it. If you can grail her, get the number higher, like the extra attack isn't gonna do much damage just because her base attack is lower for a 5-star. I mean a 4-star. Even when you grail her to level 100, she's not looking like a high attack 5-star. She's looking like Charger, who I'm constantly shitting on for having lower attack because Zenobia can outscales her. Yeah, like extra attack damage, you need to grail to like really help this out, but like refund, oh no. Like this unlocking extra attack will make her refund even better. Mana loading is a safe option, but they just gave her a battery and it's at 20. So if you get mana loading, it is mostly to do like setup, 3-turn setups, and pretty much that's it. You're not really going to be doing much other stuff with her, like for farming. Like 20 for a Buster Servant isn't ideal, unfortunate, but it's Kia. MP 6-hit single target, basically guaranteed skill seal chance. Like this literally fights over magic resist. You pretty much have to be immune to skill seal or already have like a stupidly high amount of debuff resistance. Like I'm actually talking like Gray when you double stack her MP, you need that level of magic resist to like have a chance for this skill not to land. He puts, but it's skill seal, and then she puts a very weak burn on the enemy. It lasts for 5 turns, but this is a burn where you need to get the overcharge, especially with this skill. That you want a really high burn to be on the enemy for you to loop back. That does raise some issues on how do you get the burn, like the overcharge consistently, because 500 really isn't enough. Like you need to be looping her MP consistently to like make this even matter. Like mighty chaining, like with the MP, like spamming the shit out of it, which I don't think she can really do. I think they need to buff her MP and make the base burn a lot higher. Like I almost think 2000 needs to be the base if they're gonna make Kyo like a burn spreader like this. Like 500 just isn't enough for this part of her kit to like matter. Because like 500, 50% of 500 is 250, and then like it's like slowly doubling, but like it's gonna take a lot to make 500 like matter. 2000 though, on the other hand, is actual damage. That getting amped up by 50% is 3000, and you just keep on amping that up. Ascension mats, they are they're not really good to farm. Yeah, you need a lot of these mats. Why? Oh my god, why do they keep making fouls and a pen? That is so stupid. That is so stupid. You need so much for these Lost Belt 6 servants, and they're slapping him on a pen just so people have a way to burn them if they don't go for those 5 stars. Oh my god, like I get getting use out of it, but this is so dumb. Because no one would have been able to max these out before Lost Belt 6. Like what the fuck? Like some of these servants have been in the game since the start of the game when Appends came to NA. Like people literally had Appends. There was no possible way they could have leveled. Like you bring the system, but you don't let people actually engage in it. It's the same issue as like normal servant coins, but this time it's like a story thing. Like you have a servant that came out in year 1, like, and then you have to go to Lost Belt 6 to be able to ascend one of their append, like, or use pure prisms for it. Like, this is so dumb. Like, Mandricardo makes more sense for him to have this because he came out around this time. It feels like they just put, like, I get it, it's a bell, I get it, but like it's kind of a slap in the fucking face. Buster up 20% and party defense down 10% while she's on the field. Typical Kiyo stuff. Besides that, like, last append unlock, which I'm getting upset over, like, literally nothing. It doesn't matter. You might, like, the chance of you even having serving coins to unlock the append is unlikely. Like, if you only have MP1, that's not happening unless you're like high bond level. It's just, I want them to fix serving coins so fucking bad. And then appends, I can deal with it. I can deal with the appends. But like, fucking fix serving coins, please. All right, that's it from Kiyo. I know this is gonna scare a lot of people seeing Kiyo on a thumbnail, but I needed to fix a video that was out. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Thank you for making it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed, drop a like or sub. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.